Heat have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for Dwight Howard. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Second in field goal percentage, third in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15
Dwight Howard right now.
in blocks.
How about the Heat, baby?
I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger, with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the range.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets.
He said,
career highs in
anyone
assists
gonna say nothing?
and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming
Rookie cricket timeout.
becoming a guy that has coaches trust
Probably the
him
coach.
to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets.
I was gonna be
last
Kobe
season.
Bryant.
Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
Dang.
Here's Dragic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
Third quarter and fourth quarter is gonna be music playing.
Coming from long range.
Stolen by Harden.
That is so gay.
Ariza goes in. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here is Harden. And there's the feed to Howard.
You gotta shoot that.
It's
Too late now.
Whoop. And here we go with Bosh running it up the floor. And he
if he would have made that out of it, did.
Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Second is Dwight Howard. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
And most of the guys on
we
that
both
list
right
have
there.
a unique combination of power and finesse.
You gotta go like
A
this.
very physical presence with an
Do it
equally
again.
soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a
Can't
high
mess
percentage
me
like
up.
these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
And the ball goes
Do that
out of
again.
bounds. Last touch
I'm
by
not playing with you.
Montejunas is checked in for Houston. Heat have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Howard, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at Cleveland. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Heat 2 spots down.
And you know, for the Heat, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Wade kicks to McRoberts. Back to Wade. Plenty of space. And he gets the jumper to drop. Wade's got 13 points now in the quarter.
It seems that
Dang,
every
Wade
pass
got
they
20.
make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
Whiteside with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Dragic the pass to McRoberts. From past the arc, and the Heat, another three.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
He don't shoot
Now
threes.
here's Howard. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
Yeah, and those hustle points are just another reason they're in control. And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach
Splash.
Spoelstra has had very high
Oh, my
expectations
God.
on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Beverly dishes to Ariza. Looking to end the run. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand?
Oh, dang, no.
Whiteside missing again.
Why you
Some
down
of them take
there?
advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard, and second in the league in scoring.
Go ahead.
I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season, and then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside.
What are you
Johnson comes in
doing?
for Josh McRoberts. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Dragic kicks to Johnson.
Oh,
Now here's
Josh.
Winslow, covered by Brewer, to the paint. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Yes.
And for Harden coming in second in the MVP race, he had a lot of first place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
Houston's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
He gives that rim a good
That
tug
was
on the way
nasty.
down.
He
That's how you
dunked on me
drag
and
a point
everything.
home.
I tell you what, he's lucky.
But I don't
on
care.
that one that he got
I'm
away
still
with
winning.
Not picking up a tee.
Woo. Woo.
Johnson kicks to Winslow.
Ooh, Josh.
Outside Dragic. Stoudemire the pass to Richardson. Dragic with a
Flash.
wide open look. Again, the
Come
miss by
on,
the
not
Heat.
again, man.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP, probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back. And he might have been the most valuable player to his team with the performances he had last year.
No good from Dragic.
How you miss?
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him.
Thank
They got
you.
the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable
Josh.
in their shot attempts.
And the
Ooh.
Rockets making
Josh
a change
Cushion.
here. McDaniels checked in.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Terry with it, now guarded by Dragic. Terry dishes to Moniunas. On the wing, Brewer. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Dragic. He's around 14 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better
Well,
than
he passed
expected.
14,
He still has a ways to go.
so you need
but I
some
like what I'm
assists.
seeing right now.
Johnson wide open, he fires. Off target
He
with his
fired.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball. Settling
Damn,
far
8 and
too
8 for
much
free
jumpers.
throws.
Yeah, that's a good
Woo,
observation on your part,
woo.
Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
The kick out to Dragic. The tray. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
That was gay.
Motiejunas has got his 5th rebound right now.
Third
in the
quarter,
game.
bro. I'm playing
And
music,
it's Terry
bro.
off the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on Stoudemire.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league rankings. First in blocks, 4th in field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And going back to that top
Man,
ranking
shut up.
in
What the
terms
heck?
of
That's
block
supposed to
shots,
be,
for
man.
me, it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times, that gets in your head.
Are you gonna make these or not?
The first one falls.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys.
That was
and it
wrong. It's
hasn't
a
been by accident.
Look
Yeah, I
at
don't
it
think
up,
it's an
boy.
accident that aggressiveness correlates
Oh!
with playing better. So the aggressiveness
You
is
made that
starting to pay
joint.
off.
Of
And for
course
the
you
Heat, the
made
shooting
it.
certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Back to Johnson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Oh, go Johnson.
Dragic has got 4 assists now
Look
tonight.
at Josh.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Ah, boy, you thought you was gonna make that,
Well, they're
boy.
really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Such a wide open look. That's 7 points for Johnson.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And taken away by Johnson.
Snag.
And good on the basket. Book it.
You know, he's putting on an
Triangle.
outstanding offensive display.
Yes, it is.
He may just be getting warmed up here.
Now Terry. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the left wing. To halt the run. Miami grabs the miss.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a
What?
shot.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
The free throw drops from McDaniels.
Look, watch. Told you it was triangle.
Here's Dragic. 15 points in the game. Pass to Richardson. It could go, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Miami ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I've got Joe, and you started out with a great first half and seemed to have that extra boost in your game tonight. Did you feel you needed to take on a bigger role?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. You know, I think everybody has to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
An assertive Joe is an effective Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 20 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat? And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Barbecue chicken, they were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchups because they are getting eaten alive. Barbecue chicken.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And Shaq, you're hungry behind saying something.